everyone. It is Wednesday and we are going to have our free virtual stamp class. Thank you so much for joining me. So glad you all are here. Let me know that you're here. Just shoot a comment in the comments section and let me know where you are from. We'll just hang out for just a second here, wait for everyone to find me. We're going to make 6 cards today. Going to have a lot of fun. 2 of them I've already kind of pre-made, so I'll show you those first. All right, so let's get started. We are going to be creating some cards out of the Forever Friends kit. Stampin' Up! Has these really nice kits. Let me just show you what's in here. Now, in this kit, I only have partial pieces because I've already created some stuff. So, when we open our box, we get a packet, and it has these wonderful directions. These are the 2 cards that you can make in the kit. You get to make a total of 8. So, 4 of each card. I'm going to show you some alternatives that you can do using the same stamp set. So in this kit, it tells you here you get an ink spot, you get some twine, you get the envelopes, a block, you get 2 different backgrounds of paper, you get some dimensionals, some long strips of dimensionals. I don't know what you would call them, but you also get the stamp set. So let's start crafting. So, in the kit, it gives you directions on how to make this really pretty card, and this one as well. So here you get the stamp set. Obviously, you can tell that I've used it. It's a really cute stamp set. We're going to be using this one today. Here's the ink spot that you get. The twine. This is a Calypso Coral, and you do get a lot on here. So in the kit, you also get a sheet of these labels. So you get these fancy green and shimmery labels. You get some other plain white labels. You get these really cute card cutouts that you can attach to your cards. And here are the 2 cards that you get. So you get this really pretty yellow with these polka dots. I don't know if you can see the polka dots on the camera. I kind of have some dark shades on my picture today. We're finally getting some rain, which is fantastic. So here you get this shimmery paper. Isn't that pretty? And then you get these fantastic envelopes. I love these. There's the other one. And these are the, well, I call them dimensionals. I don't think they're dimensionals. They're long strips, and we're going to be using some of these today in our other cards. So we'll pull a packet of that out, and we'll put this stuff away. So, our first card, I had taken one of the card bases in the kit, just simply folded it in half. I took one of the pre-designed designer papers. I put that on with some dimensionals. Then I took one of those fancy labels, added that with dimensionals. I stamped a sentiment on the white and simply put on a little bow, and I attached it with a mini glue dot. Very quick, very easy. This one here, we used the shimmery paper. The cardstock, I just folded it in half. I attached a pre-designed card where it has the flowers and the leaves. I put some adhesive behind this label, and then I laid my twine down. Now you could do a bow, you could do anything, so it doesn't have to be just kind of random on here. Stamp my sentiment in the Night of Navy ink and attached it with dimensionals. So these are the two cards that you can make within the kit that gives you the directions. Now you can change these up any way you want. So, and I'm going to show you what you can do with the rest of the cards, with the rest of the supplies in the kit. So let's start with our first card. We are going to take a piece of basic white. We'll just simply fold this in half. All right, so I'm going to want my card to open this way. So we have that. Now I cut out a piece of, this is Pretty Peacock. So we're going to take our adhesive and glue this down. I also embossed it. There's a 3-pack of embossing folders that you can get. So I use that. So in there, there's dots, there's, I think it's like leaves, and then there's these lines. We're just going to put that right in the center. Now, I cut out the countryside corners, I think that's what it's called, another piece of the Pretty Peacock. So we're going to layer on top of this. Now, I cut out a piece of Calypso Coral, and we're just going to attach that right at the center. And now I do have a special for getting the kit to make these 4 additional cards for free. All you simply do is go to my store, purchase the kit that I had just showed you, the Forever Friends kit. You get the stamp set and everything you need in there, and I will give you all the supplies to make 4 additional cards. So pretty simple. All right, so let's do some stamping. So I die cut out a circle, and in your kit you would get the die cuts and the pre-cut papers. So now we are going to take our Pretty Peacock ink, and we will use our Calypso Coral, and we'll grab the stamps. So I want my flower to be the Calypso Coral. Again, try and find a block that best matches the size of your stamp. Make sure I put it in the right ink. All right, and we'll just put that right in the center, just like that. Clean that off. We'll just leave that because I know we'll use that again. Now, we'll grab our leaves. We'll do that with the Pretty Peacock. Put some there. And 2 there. Now, let's close, well, we'll close this one. All right, so now you want to grab your Wink of Stella, and we're just going to color our petals. And now when you do the Wink of Stella, it is going to pull the Calypso Coral. So you're going to get just a light touch of the Calypso Coral along with the shimmery sparkly. Now we're going to do the same thing with the leaves. See how it pulls in that green? It's beautiful. All right. We'll let that dry. We'll grab a scrap piece of white, and we're going to stamp our sentiment on here. And in your kit, you will get the scrap, you will get the die cuts, you will get everything you need to make these additional cards. All right, so lay the stamp down. And we'll use our Pretty Peacock, and we'll just push it down. You don't want to mush it. There we go. Now I'll just trim that because it's a little longer than what I wanted. There we go. Now let's put the rest of the card together. All right, so back to our card base. So we're going to put some dimensionals on the back of here. Now in the kit, I told you I don't know if these are dimensional. It's the same thing as a dimensional. It's just in a long strip. I know there's a name for it. If anybody could help me out, that would be great. Let's put that there. I'll grab another one. And we'll tear off a little piece. So I hope everyone had a fantastic 4th of July. Here in Wisconsin, we had beautiful weather. And what was nice is at night, because we've had no rain basically, we haven't had a whole lot of mosquitoes. So it was nice to watch the fireworks with no mosquitoes. Now today it is really raining, which we really needed it. We've had such a high fire danger. It's been insane. We've had so many fires out here. Yesterday we had one and it was, I think, 800 acres burned. And it was a little too close to home. All right, so we're going to grab some of these. We're just going to cut it in half and lay them right here. And we'll put just some adhesive on here, and we'll just lay this one flat. Now, we'll put that right here. Just like that. And now what you could do is take your Wink of Stella and just knock it on your finger. And you will get some little, let's try it this way. There we go. Some little sprinkles all over your card. You'll just get just a little. Perfect. All right, now we'll take our sentiment and put that on, and then I want to show you this really, really pretty ribbon that we have. This ribbon we have is just gorgeous. All right, so we're just going to put this right in the center, just like that. Now here, this ribbon is new. This is the wavy trim. It's a natural color. And all we're going to do is tie a bow. Really easy to work with. You could make it as big or as small as you want. I'll trim this up. A little smaller. There we go. Just fray those edges a little. Grab our mini glue dots. I'm going to do 2 of them on here. And we'll just put that right here. So here is our first card. Isn't that nice? Love it. All right. So there's our first one. Now on to our second card. So our second card, we're going to take some Calypso Coral, fold this in half. Now again, you can get this additional kit to make these additional cards. All you need to do is just purchase the kit through my online store. The kit, I believe, is like $21 plus tax and shipping and handling. Also, we have bonus days going, so for every, I think it's like $50 that you spend, you get a $5 coupon emailed to you. So hold on to the emails so that you can redeem those in August. All right, so we're going to stamp on our white cardstock. We're going to use Calypso Coral. We are going to use Boho Blue. And we are going to use Daffodil Delight. All right, so we are going to take our flower. Let's start with the Calypso Coral. And we are just going to stamp randomly. And we'll put one down here. If you go off, that's fine. We'll clean that up in just a minute. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to grab the Boho Blue. I'm just going to put some random images on here. And we'll get one up at the top. There we go. And close these. Alright, just wipe. Perfect. Now we will grab these little tiny like flower petals. We're going to do that in yellow. Juice that up and just put them in some of the bigger spaces. And one down here. There we go. Put this away. And we're going to use our black, our basic black, and we want to put part of our sentiment on here, and then we're going to put part of our sentiment on a label. Now, I have, there we go. All right, so nobody gets me like you get me. Put that right at the bottom. There we go. Now, if you were to mess up your sentiment, like mine is just a tad crooked, what I would do is I would just take a scrap piece of paper of white, restamp it, trim it out, and put it, just glue it over the top. That's the beautiful thing about paper crafting. All right, so now I need Forever Friends. And I did already die cut out a tag. And we'll put our other part of the sentiment on here, Forever Friends. There we go. Now you have 2 tries to get your sentiment on here right. So you could do it on this side. If it messes up, flip it over. If you mess up a second time, well, then you gotta die cut out another piece. All right, so let's grab some dimensionals, a dimensional tape. I think that's what it's called. I have no idea. Oh. All right, we'll break this in half, flip it over. One part will go on the side. Whoop. And we'll put the other half on the other side. Come on. And then we'll put this. There we go. Now we'll take some of that Calypso Coral. And we're going to make a double bow. So you're going to pull enough to make one bow, And then you're just going to double it. We'll trim it. Come on. So make a loop, go around, and push it through. Now if you didn't want to do a bow, you could tie a knot. You could use that wavy trim, or you could use a thicker ribbon. So I'm not sure if tying a knot with this would work. It might be a little too thin. Alright, so now we'll grab some of our mini glue dots. There we go, and we'll put it right over the hole. Just like that, and then we'll straighten out our bow. Awesome. And now we're going to pop this up. So I'll just put one here. These are nice and quick. And again, these come in the kit. You do get 2 packs of these, which is nice. There. So it comes in the Forever Friends kit. It should be clear on that. Alright, so then we'll take this and simply put it right on the top. And there is our second alternative card. Alright, our next one I'm really excited about. I really like this next one. So, basic white. We're going to fold it in half. It's going to lay this way. Going to take our basic black and just glue it down. So if you have your Tombow glue, you could do that. I like the Stampin' Seal because it lays nice and flat and it's dry instantly. But you do what you are comfortable with. Alright, so we'll just put this on the side and we will take our piece of basic white. In your kit that I will send you, it has, again, all the dimensions for everything. You get the tutorials. So we're going to take basic black, stamp our flower. We're going to kind of do what we did on the other cards. We're just going to randomly put our flowers, and you want to kind of turn them so that they're all not facing the same direction. Alright, so we got that. Just get a little wipe here. Wipe off some of that ink. Alright. Now it just needs to dry. Crafting, we use our arms. Alright, so it's going to go that direction. Now we will grab our leaves and we're going to stamp them in black as well. So you just kind of want to guess where you might want them and stamp them down. Now if you can get 2 stamps of flowers on of leaves on a flower, that would be great. If not, that's fine. This one here doesn't have any, so I'll put one there. And at least 1 leaf there. There we go. Get that off. All right, so now we are going to take our blender pens. So we have we have Flirty Flamingo, we have the light and the dark, and then I have light and dark parakeet. So we'll start with our leaves. I'm going to take the dark, and I'm just going to go over the dark sections of the leaf. There and there. All right, now I'll take the light and we'll color in the rest of the leaves. So kind of give some shading. I love these blends. These are so awesome. Now, if you don't have blends, but you have the stamp pad, if you have a blender pen, you can do the same thing. So all you would do is take the tip of your blender pen, dip it in your ink. So in this case, it would be the Parakeet Party, and you would color your dark lines. Then you would take the same tip and just kind of rub it on some scrap paper just to lighten it up a bit, and then go over, and then you have the light color. So that's what I had done for quite a while until I could save up for the markers. Alright, so I think I got all my leaves. So we're going to do the same thing with the flower. So we'll take our dark and we'll go over the dark sections of the flower. And then we'll go over it with the light. And some of my dark sections are pretty black. Must have had a little too much of the black ink on there. Alright, so now we'll take the light and we'll just fill in the rest. And then these markers, the light and the dark, the two colors will just kind of blend in together. Hence the name blender pens, blender markers. So when I use mine, I usually do the dark first and then fill in with the light. And then if I find that I need a little more of the dark, then I'll just go back and touch with the dark. Alright. I just really love how this card finishes up. Now if you find you have a little too much of the dark where it doesn't blend as well, then you just keep playing with it until it gets to how you want it. Alright, so let's finish up this last flower. Alright, there we go. So that is done. Now what we're going to do then is you take this piece, and what we're going to do is tear it. So you're just going to start at the top, and you're just going to tear off just a small portion of it all the way down. You want to tear towards you so that you have a rough edge. And don't worry, yes, I know you just colored it. Life is still good. Tear towards you. Just like that, this throwaway. Alright, so let's grab our adhesive, and now with this black base, these colors are really going to show up nicely. Alright, let's put that right there. See how that pops? Isn't that awesome? You can see the light and the dark colors in the flowers and in the leaves. Alright. So now we have our textured shimmer paper. I just cut a small rectangle of it. You will get all these pieces in your kit. Let's grab our Forever Friends stamp again. Where did I put that? Nope, that's not it. Just had it, and where did it go? Here it is. All right. Lay it flat. Grab it there. We'll use the black. I'll try and center it as best you can. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and it didn't. Let's flip it over. Right, and try and line it up a little better this time. Better. All right. So now we'll close this. Let's grab a little bit of that tape, dimensional tape. Really wish I could remember the name of it. So I'll put this on the back side here. I'll grab another piece of it. And we'll lay it right here. That right on the end. And we'll put some adhesive on the back of this, because it'll just lay flat. And this just pops on this black cardstock. There we go. And then you will be getting some of the ribbon in this pack. So in here you get petal pink and you get this fantastic green. It's the Ribbon Duo Combo Pack. We're just going to tie a bow. All right. This ribbon ties really easy. All right, trim. And a mini glue dot. And this one you'll kind of want to roll a little bit because this ribbon is a little thinner. Put it where you'd like it. And let's put the ribbon on. And there's that. Now we do need some bling on this one. So this is the Tinsel Gems 4-pack. There is a 3-pack and a 4-pack. The 3-pack obviously has 3. It's minus the pink, so it won't have the pink gems. So we will grab this lighter green. Right there. Again, you want to stick with an odd number. And there you have it. Here is card number 3. Isn't that pretty? Now, if you wanted to, you could go back and use the Wink of Stella and color in some of the flower, but you don't have to. All right, and then on to our very last card. So again, you can get this additional card kit for free when you purchase the Forever Friends kit. So when you purchase the kit with the link that I have attached to this video, I'll know that you would like an additional kit for free, and I will mail that out for you. I believe you have until Saturday to order. Again, it's bonus days, so any orders that you place, you do get bonus coupons. So every 50, you get a $5 coupon. They will email you a link or a coupon code. Don't lose the emails. You will need them. All right, so we are going to take those little flowers again, and we are just going to randomly put them on here. You don't want to press super hard. So if you press too hard, then it just looks like a bunch of dots. All right, so now we want to add our sentiment. And this is sending lots of hugs. Who doesn't need a hug? Everybody needs a hug. Well, this is a quick, simple card that you can make in just a couple minutes. close that. All right. So what we're going to do is out of that ribbon pack, we have the petal pink, and we're just going to wrap it around our card and tie a bow. All right. Now this ribbon is a little thicker, so if you just wanted to do a knot, I would do a double knot so it doesn't come off your card. And I think it would just look just as fabulous. All right, so we have our bow on here, and we'll put our adhesive on the back. And we'll attach it to a piece of the basic black cardstock. Here we go. Now we're going to grab our dark Flirty Flamingo, and we're going to use the marker tip, not the paintbrush tip. And we're going to go in these little flowers, these little petals, and just add a little color. So you can see on some of them I pressed a little too hard. So if I were to give this to someone, I would definitely flip it and redo it. This just takes a couple seconds to fill these in. Now I did post a couple classes yesterday and again today, so be sure to check those out. And let's use our dimensional. Use this longer piece here. There we go. All right, we'll put this right on top of here. Very simple. Now I already punched out some hearts, so I used the bubble bath and I used the petal pink, and I punched it from, let me grab the punch real quick. So this is the punch I used. So when I do my punching, I always do it upside down. I just pre-cut them for sake of time. I just slide the paper in and punch. So I wanted to line it up because I didn't want to waste paper by cutting the leaves out because I didn't need them. That's why I do it upside down. All right, so let's grab some regular round dimensionals. We'll put them on our heart. One there. Right there. Grab the small one. I do have the mini. So if by chance you don't have these mini dimensionals, you can take the regular big dimensionals, but when you cut them, keep it on the paper, because if you take the top layer or the bottom layer off and you try and cut it, you're going to gum up your scissors, and it's just going to make a big mess on your scissors because it's strong adhesive and it'll just jazz it all up. All right, put that there. Now we need some bling. So let's see here. Let's grab some of the pink. I'll put one here. All right, so here we have our last card. So let's pull out the cards that we did. Just clean up a little bit here. All right, we have that one. pull these out. All right, so these are the additional 4 that you can make. Again, in the kit, you get supplies to make. So in the Forever Friends kit that comes in the box, you get the stamp set, you get the ink spot, you get the dimensionals, you get all the paper, envelopes, cardstock, twine, you get everything in here. Okay, this is $21 through my store. When you place an order using my host code that I have attached to this video, I will send you a card kit pack to make 4 additional cards using all that same supplies. So you will get additional die cuts, different color papers, you'll get some of the ribbon, and some of the gems. All right, so I hope you all had fun. I had fun. I'm so glad that you are here joining me. Let me know which card is your favorite. I will post pictures of these and put them on the Facebook page. So when you see that, just let me know which is your favorite. Thank you all for joining me. And if you're watching this on the replay, I really appreciate it. Just know I do also have a YouTube channel, so you can always join me there and see all of my past videos. So with all of that said, have a fantastic rest of the day, and God bless. Bye-bye.